Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, June 23rd, and just devastating rains across much of mid-Michigan here over the last week or so. In fact, some areas have picked up nearly a foot of rain in northern Gratiot County, extreme northern Gratiot County, and especially for Isabella and Midland County, where they have absolutely just been slammed with a lot of heavy rain. And we'll show you that in just a minute. You can see the extended outlook. Looks like we're starting to shrink the cooler than normal air across the Great Lakes. But once again, with a progressive pattern, we continue to see above normal precipitation right on through the next couple of weeks. And we're, again, in one of these patterns where we don't get a blocking ridge across the east. We think that's going to happen, but again, it's going to take a while, maybe into the first week of July, but we'll see. If we look at a slide from this morning here, a webcam shot that I got, and you can see a lot of rain here. And as you go to the north, even just a little bit, a couple miles, even worse, many fields underwater. And if we look at the Doppler radar estimate, this is just the last 72 hours, and there are reports of around this almost 8 inches, 7.9. I looked at a more recent one here just before I started recording this video, and up to 8.4 inches of rain. Again, lots of Midland and Isabella County, northern Gratiot County, northern Mount Calm County, Mecosta just slammed, and again, not good news for the crops across much of mid-Michigan. If we look at the National Weather Service, this is the area where they have flood advisors or flood warnings out. Again, I think this area, much like Mount Calm County, I think much of northern Gratiot County really should be, because they've just had a tremendous amount of rain. Many places before last night's rain recorded 4 to 6 inches of rain, and we've picked up since the rain began last night well over 2.5 inches right here in Breckenridge, and likely even more as you go just to the north of the area. And we'll update a lot of these totals throughout the day as we get a handle on some of the different weather stations, including the Mon stations and Weather Underground, and we'll try to get a list of the rainfall, not only for the last for this current storm, but for the month as well. And you can see temperatures this morning very mild, in the mid 60s to low 70s with all the clouds and rain. And you can see this was as of 6:35. Inch and 1.6 inches of rain. That's a new record rainfall for the day for Breckenridge. The old record was 1.62, set back in 1940, and we'll continue to add to that total as we go through the day as more showers and thunderstorms continue to move through the area. And you can see that on radar. Again, quite a bit more rainfall will fall here over the next several hours. We could be pushing 2 inches of rain just since midnight, and we had about a ½ inch before midnight. So the storm totals just for the last 24 hours will be well over 2.5 inches of rain in many parts of Gratiot County, and I think quite a bit more than that, again, once you get into Midland and Isabella counties. And if we look at the weather map this morning, the low pressure system responsible for all that rain will finally push the cold front through the area, and that'll help bring in some drier air, but not before the damage is done. And then even to add insult to injury, over the next couple of days, even though the low pressure system's off to our east, we're going to have a lot of cold air aloft, and with the warming and surface heating during the day, that's going to create instability, much like we had earlier this week. So look for more scattered showers and thunderstorms. And actually, this is Saturday's map. I didn't change the date. And again, over the weekend for Saturday and Sunday, look for afternoon scattered showers and thunderstorms. Won't be a lot of rainfall, but again, some areas it could get locally some brief heavy downpours. And then this will be the Sunday map, and you can see a secondary front pivots down through the areas. We're underneath that trough, giving us more chances of that afternoon showers and thunderstorms. But again, for the most part, most of the weekend, most of the time will be dry, but can't rule out an afternoon and evening shower at just about any time. As far as precipitation, over the next 7 days, you can see much of the area not quite as heavy as rainfall as we had, but we could pick up another ½ inch to maybe over an inch of rain in some areas. So again, we're in a wet pattern, and we're going to continue to see that right on till further notice. As far as the forecast goes, you can see this was the the latest Doppler radar estimate showing some of the heavy rains, over 8 inches of rain just in the last 72 hours. Many of these locations had picked up over 4 inches before that. So again, some areas in Midland and Isabella County pushing a foot of rain here over the last 7 days. And our forecast again for today, we'll have temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. We'll begin to dry out later in the day, but again, showers and thunderstorms off and on throughout the day. And then over the weekend, temperatures will be in the 70s for highs, lows in the 50s, maybe even down into the upper 40s as we get into Monday night, Tuesday morning. Again, pleasant temperatures, but again, we'll still have the chance of a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. But again, the worst will be over once we get past about the noon hour, I think, across much of the area. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and 73s to all.